all, why the early practices?
Well, we still have guys that are in summer school, and a lot of guys at 8 o'clock classes, so some of those guys have to leave a little early. So in order to get our practice in and stay on schedule the way we need it to, and there are some classes in the afternoon, we had to get it in early.
It seems like it worked out for you, temperature-wise today.
Well, absolutely, and during those heat acclimatization days, we're catching a little bit of it right now while they're conditioning. But the early start helps us get up, get the blood moving, and be able to stay on schedule. I'm sure the kids appreciated it being a little cool out here today, but not tomorrow, but next week, when we start back into our regular routine, they'll get plenty of sunshine, I promise you.
So all week, though, it's this time in the morning?
Yeah, all week we'll start at 6 a.m. and we'll end at 8:15ish.
Can you give me a sentence or two on each of your quarterbacks that went through it today?
Well, I thought that for the most part, we looked okay. We still got to get better at that spot. And, that's to be expected. We got 3 new guys out there, well, 2, and Claiborne and Patrick Smith took a couple of snaps today. So you're going to go through some growing pains there. But all in all, I think the coaches were pleased with what they did. What I wasn't pleased with, we had a couple of pre-snap penalties that we got to get rid of. Guys jumping off sides. But, first day, we'll get all that cleaned up.
When you have to find a go-to guy under center, I mean, how daunting of a task is that? Even if you feel like you've got the horses here, you still got to go through that process.
Oh, absolutely, man. And, when you look at great football teams, they always got a good trigger man. So we've got to find that guy and make sure he's the right guy to fit our offense. And when we do, you guys will know it.
You also have to replace Travis, which is obviously a big part of your offense too. Are you finding you've got some pieces there that can do that?
I'll tell you what, we got about 7 tailbacks, not 7, but 7. We got 7 tailbacks back there that are vying for a job. But, Telvin Hooks made some great runs today. I thought Adam Davenport and Tim Broughton looked good back there. And a couple more of those guys are coming along. We got some young guys like Tevin Spells and Kyrie Lewis that are freshmen. And, they look pretty good too. So we should be able to find a credible tailback. And again, I go back to Hooks last year, he rushed for 475 yards. His yard per carry average was actually better than Travis's. So we just got to make sure that we keep all of those guys healthy and go into the season healthy.
Good to see. I mean, one of the local products is Davenport from Riverdale. I mean, he transferred here. How did that all come about, I guess?
Well, actually, Adam was committed to us early in the signing period last year. He called me at 11 o'clock on that Tuesday night before signing day or whenever it was, and he said, Coach Navy offered me. And he'd been wanting to go to the academy for a while, and I told him, son, take the opportunity. He got out there, it wasn't the right fit for him, he gave us a call, and we welcomed him back.
How disciplined is a guy that comes in from Navy?
Well, he goes through some of the same growing pains that everybody else does, but, he's done a very good job of being diligent in summer workouts. He's a very hard worker. He's a big back. We definitely need a back like that in our offense. So hopefully he can step up and make some plays for us this year.
Rod, hope always springs eternal and first day of a camp. How optimistic are you for your Tigers this year?
Oh, I'm very optimistic. I thought our defense came out today and they flew around. And, that's supposed to be the strength of the team. You got 11 returning starters. Those guys are stepping up. They want to take that challenge. They want that challenge on their back. So we'll see how we respond the rest of camp.
Can the defense be better than last season? I mean, you guys led the OVC.
We didn't lead the nation, though. You want to be great on defense, you lead the nation. Get in the top 10 in the country, then you're talking. So we got a lot of stuff we need to work on. We made a lot of mistakes. We gave up some big plays at some critical moments last year, later in the season. So we always have work to do. Anytime you get satisfied in this game of football, you're moving backwards.
What would you say your top priorities are to try to improve in the fall?
Well, we want to improve in the kicking game. We didn't rank very high statistically, especially in our return game. So we want to improve that. But we've got to be great on offense. We want to get our scoring average up on offense. And we want to get our defensive scoring down on defense. So there are things to work on. We've got a lot of things in this camp. We are nowhere close to where we need to be a championship caliber team. Now we have the tools in place. But, you got to earn it every day, and that's what I talk to these guys about. there are no excuses out here. We got to earn everything we get this year.
Very good, Brian.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.